preparing for the game season. So a lot of people at the end of February last year, they put their guns away. They don't come out and use a shooting school to brush up their skills for their game season. And then they go out onto the game field and they realise how rusty they are, and they suddenly think, oh, I need a lesson, or I need this, I need to practice. What we try and encourage people to do at Oxford is to keep just little tickling over just on those little game targets, on keeping yourself in how to shoot the game targets, how to shoot the basic driven stuff or the crossers, just to keep people informed, keep people going throughout the summer. So then when you come to September, October for your pheasants and your partridges, people know they've got that basic knowledge inside. My first thing when I start on the game season, I'm going to get into September. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and I'm going to shoot 3 or 4 times on the shooting school and just get those little eye cobwebs out and practice on that game birds. A lot of people want these stupidly high birds, and they want massively high towers, all that sort of thing. But you've got to bear in mind also is the basic killing range of a shotgun is 60 yards. Now, most proper traditional game shooting, even if they're coming off in Devon off these heights, a good average shot is going to be 50 to 60 yards shot for a pheasant. So the best thing to do is go to a game shoot, but also practice the basic stuff. So if you get a basic pheasant or a basic partridge, you can go out and you can kill your basic stuff. If you have a wang at these far out stuff, then you can do, and you'll practice off that. But my instructors here will teach you how to do that, how to go through that. The other thing is etiquette. I personally prefer that if you go game shooting, you wear traditional. So you wear tweed clothing, you wear Wellington boots, but proper Wellington boots. I wear Eagle wellies. They're the most comfortable, cost-effective welly. What I don't like is people turning up to a game shoot in a dirty old pair of jeans or a t-shirt or something like that. My preferred choice is really Sealand, Harkelia, Allen Payne or Eagle. You've got 4 different brands of clothing there that caters for every market. Shotgun, over and under, side by side. A lot of people do like to be traditional. A lot of people think side by sides are dying out. But side by sides, there's a lot of people that like to shoot side by sides. They're a bit like buying an old classic car. And if you learn to shoot, if you go to a shooting school that somebody knows how to teach you to shoot a side by side, you can shoot a side by side just as good as you can with an over and under. Even a 20 bore. A lot of people like to go out and buy themselves a 20 bore because it's nice. It's a nice thing to shoot with. It's a nice game. They're light to carry around. So you can do anything. Side by sides aren't dying out. They're not old man sport. There's a lot of nice side by sides you can have at a realistic price as well. And then there's the game day. You don't have to spend, a lot of people say game shooting is very expensive, stupid money. You don't have to go on a 500, 600, 700 bird day game shoot. You can do a nice little 100 bird day, 150 bird day that is going to cost you 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 pounds, depending where you go. You can go locally, you can go to Devon, you can go to Wales, you can go to Scotland. But there's plenty of people out there that will go and do a little 150 bird day local to your shooting school, local to here, that it's a nice little day out. So people say shooting's expensive, but it's as expensive as you want to make it. If you want to go to the best shoot in the country, you're going to pay for it. If you want to go to a nice little 100 bird day, you can pay for it. But the biggest thing I would suggest is get yourself a few lessons, get yourself a few brush up for the game season days. Because even if you are going to spend even £300-400 on a day, it's worth spending that extra little quid, extra little £100 just to get yourself brushed up on that game shooting. You'll get a lot more out of the day. Cartridges, bit like the lotto cartridges. Everyone wants to go out, wants to go down to Devon, and they want 34 gram 4s, 36 gram 5s. You can hit a good basic driven pheasant or crossing pheasant or partridge with a nice 30 gram 5, 30 gram 6. Don't need any more than that. 30 gram 5, 32 gram 5, possibly if you're going right into Scotland or something like that, but not 4s, not 3s. You don't need them. So get yourself a sensible cartridge to go out and shoot. If you're shooting with an old classic side-by-side, you don't really want to be shooting cannon shells through it because you'll damage the gun. So you want to shoot sensible cartridges when you're shooting with a side-by-side. When you're shooting with something like a Browning, you can pretty much put anything through there. But still think to yourself, nice, sensible cartridges. Again, a cartridge recommendation, I'd shoot probably Game Bore, Fiocchi, Ely, possibly Rio. So you've got 3 or 4 cartridges there to choose from. There is a couple of cartridge manufacturers out there which ain't particularly great, but you're not going to go wrong if you pick your Game Bore, Fiocchi, Rios or Ely. They're about the best 4 cartridge manufacturers you're going to get for having an out shooting game. Sensible money, sensible cartridge.